Having worked with hundreds of retirees, there are four retirement myths that I keep hearing time and time again. And in this video, I'm going to share why those myths exist, and then I'm going to tell you the myth-busting truth behind them and how you can use that truth to benefit your retirement. And at the end of this video, I'm offering to create a free financial plan for you, so make sure to stick around. The first myth is that you're going to be living on a fixed income in retirement. Now, the reason why this myth exists is because Social Security is a primary income source for most people. And before 1975, Social Security really was a fixed amount. So that's how the myth got started. Now, here's the two-part truth I want you to know. In 1975, the government introduced something called COLA, which stands for Cost of Living Adjustment. All that means is that your Social Security benefit, starting at age 62, whether you're taking it or not, is going to go up every single year at the rate of inflation. So for example, in 2023, Social Security benefits went up by 8.7% that year because of inflation. Here's the second part I want you to know. If your investments earn a higher rate of return than the percentage of your portfolio that you're taking out to live on, your income in retirement can increase by the difference every single year. If your portfolio earns 6% and you take out 4% a year to live on, your spending can increase by 2% per year. Knowing this opens you up to lower stress and also spending more money on whatever's important for you. Here's myth number 2. Your investment strategy should keep getting more conservative as you get older. Now, here's why this myth actually matters. Your stock allocation is the single biggest factor in determining your portfolio returns over time. Now, the myth exists because in the 1970s, the financial services industry came up with an easy-to-remember rule for determining your stock allocation, which was 100 minus your age. And the thing is, people really did start remembering that. It's stuck. So here's the reality. Your strategy, your stock allocation, it should be based on your goals, your assets, your risk tolerance, not a rule of thumb. And if that means getting more conservative as you get older, then hey, that's great. But what I found is a lot of retirees get the biggest benefit out of either keeping a stable stock allocation or one that actually increases with their age. Now, knowing the truth behind that myth is going to help you increase your portfolio returns over your lifetime, allowing you to spend more and leave your beneficiaries with more. Here's the third myth. That's that you can't take IRA distributions before age 59 and a half without a 10% penalty. That myth exists because most people don't read the fine print on the IRS exceptions for early distributions. So one of those exceptions is something called Rule 72T. It was introduced in 1986, and the rule says that you can take money out of your IRA early without penalty using what they call substantially equal periodic payments. So in plain English, that just means taking roughly the same amount of money out of your account at regular time periods, whether that's monthly, quarterly, or yearly. So here's what you need to know on this. Once you start taking distributions using this rule, you have to continue doing it until you reach age 59 and a half or 5 years, whichever one is longer. The other thing is the IRS has 3 approved methods for doing distributions before age 59 and a half. Those are shown here. So if you want to use this exception, make sure to review all 3 and select the one that's most relevant for your situation. If you're considering retiring before age 59 and a half, knowing this has now made you much more equipped to actually do that. The fourth and final myth is that you should be debt-free before you retire. Now, that myth exists because in the 1970s and 1980s, interest rates were around 10 or 15% or higher. So it was just a no-brainer to eliminate that kind of debt. Here's the reality today. There's good debt and there's bad debt. And many retirees today hold mortgages around 3%, 4%, or 5% interest, and their portfolio is earning higher returns than that interest rate, which means that every year they hold on to that debt, they're getting wealthier than if they didn't have the debt at all. Okay, so knowing that, you're now freed up to retire sooner and get wealthier faster. Before we go, I want to offer to create a free retirement plan for you. If you have a retirement goal that you feel like is out of reach, whether it's retiring at a certain age or spending a certain amount or going on a round the world trip, even if it's just something that you feel uncertain about, I want you to comment in the comment section below with whatever it is. Just share it. I'm going to pick one comment and pin it, and I'm going to work with you to create a free financial plan that gives you a clear path for reaching that goal, resolving the uncertainty. With the goal being, we're going to make that seem like an inevitability rather than just a hope. Lastly, I'm Jonathan Bird. I'm the founder of Farnam Financial. We help folks who are either nearing retirement or in it. And our goal is always to help turn your financial house into a financial castle, insofar as a castle represents things like security, longevity, protection, and peace of mind. The benefits we offer clients are all of those things in your financial life. If you'd like to learn more, please visit our website at farnamfinancial.com. Thanks.